tissue culture, media sterilization.
The degree of success in any technology employing cell, tissue, or organ culture is related to few major factors relatively. One of which is the choice of nutritional components and growth regulators. A nutrient medium usually consists of inorganic salts, a carbon source, some vitamins, and growth regulators. Other components added for specific purpose include organic nitrogen compounds, plant extracts, etc. The Muller-Schegg and Skog or Linz-Meyer and Skog salt compositions are the most widely used in tissue culture procedure. Media preparation. When you prepare tissue culture media, it is very important to maintain sterile conditions. In order to prepare MS medium, first take 300 milliliters of distilled water into a beaker. Then measure the required volume of macro 1 solution into a measuring cylinder and transfer into the beaker containing 300 milliliters of distilled water. Similarly, add macro 2 and macro 3 solutions into the same beaker. Then transfer the required volume of micronutrient or minor solution into the same beaker. In order to measure minute volumes, we use micropipettes. You can measure iron solutions with a micropipette. It is necessary to calibrate the micropipette before using. Measure the iron EDTA solution and transfer it to the same beaker. Then weigh sugar and transfer to the same beaker containing distilled water, macro and micronutrients, and iron EDTA solution. Mix them well using a glass rod. With a micropipette, measure the required volume of vitamins and transfer into the beaker.
The analytical balance is used to weigh minute quantities. Hormones are weighed using the analytical balance.
Transfer hormones into the same beaker. Transfer the solution in the beaker into a 1000 milliliter volumetric flask and add distilled water up to 1000 milliliter mark. It is very important to top up the final volume with the help of a dropper. It is necessary to measure the pH of the solution. pH value of the solution needs to be adjusted to 5.8. To measure the pH, transfer the solution into a clean beaker and add a magnet into the beaker. Keep the beaker on a magnetic stirrer. Calibrate the pH meter before measuring the pH in the solution. Before measuring the pH, it is important to wash the probe of the cathode with distilled water and wipe it with a clean tissue. Then you can measure the pH of the solution. If the pH of the solution is greater than 5.8, it is necessary to adjust the pH by adding 0.1 m hydrochloric acid. If the pH is less than 5.8, we should add 0.1 m sodium hydroxide to adjust the pH. Agar is the solidifying agent. Therefore, it is required to add agar to solidify the MS medium. With the help of an electronic balance, measure the required amount of agar and add into the MS solution. stir well and add a magnet. Then keep the solution on a magnetic stirrer to mix well. If the agar in the MS solution is not dissolved properly, you can use a microwave to dissolve it. When agar is completely dissolved, MS solution should look very clear. Then transfer the MS medium into small containers which are used to grow the explants. Media sterilization. It is very important to make sure that the MS medium is sterilized. Other explants will get infected by the microorganisms. The autoclave is used to sterilize liquid media. MS medium could be sterilized using an autoclave also. Adjust the time duration, temperature and pressure of the autoclave before you use it for sterilizing the MS medium. After sterilization and cooling, we can keep the containers with the MS medium in a refrigerator until further use.